Hello everyone, and welcome to MyniQ podcast. I'm your host, and I'll be sharing short English stories and conversations with you every day. Today's episode is Split. And the text level is 3. Learn how to talk about things that happen to something or someone else. Join ideas together and talk about things that might happen. Stick around till the end for 5 quick questions to test your understanding. Alright then, let's get listening!
Split. On May 19, 1983, the ARPANET was torn in two, like a living thing ripped apart by unseen hands. The United States Department of Defense network had been split into MyniQ and ARPANET, with the military communications isolated from non-military traffic. As the division took hold, strange occurrences began to plague the newly formed networks. Equipment malfunctioned, data disappeared, and eerie whispers echoed through the lines. It started with small things, a misplaced message here, a delayed transmission there. But as time passed, the incidents grew more frequent and more brazen. People began to speak of the split in hushed tones, as if it were a monster lurking just beyond the edge of perception. And then, one by one, they vanished. The technicians who had maintained the ARPANET were the first to go, their bodies found with no explanation, no signs of struggle or foul play. It was as if they had been split apart, their very essence torn from them.
Now, let's move on to the conversation between Billy, Meg, Kelly, and their teacher, Louis, after reading the novel.
Wow, I loved how the novel started with the ARPANET being torn in two. It was so eerie and creepy.
I know, right? And then it just got weirder and weirder, like what even happened to those technicians?
Yeah, I love how it explored the consequences of that event on the networks and people. It was like a sci-fi horror story.
Actually, kids, the novel's author used some real historical events as inspiration for the story. Did you know that the ARPANET was indeed split into MyniQ and ARPANET back in 1983?
Oh yeah, I read about that online. It's crazy how much influence technology can have on society.
Totally agree, and it makes you think about the impact of our actions, even in the tech world, like what happens when we split things apart.
Yeah, and I love how the novel used that concept to explore themes of isolation and disconnection. It was so thought-provoking.
Well said, Billy, and Meg, you're right on track with your observations about technology's influence on society. You kids are really absorbing this material.
Thanks, Louis. I think we're all just trying to make sense of the world and how it works. But seriously, that novel was so well written and engaging.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about it days later, and I have to ask, what's the next book going to be like? Is it going to be another sci-fi horror story?
Now, let's test your understanding of the novel and the dialogue with 5 questions. Question 1. What event occurred on May 19, 1983 to ARPANET? I. It was merged with MyniQ. B. It was split into MyniQ and ARPANET. C. It was attacked by hackers. D. It was shut down completely. E. It was upgraded with new technology. The answer is B. It was split into MyniQ and ARPANET. Question 2. What happened to the technicians who maintained the ARPANET? I. They were promoted to higher positions. B. They resigned from their jobs. C. Their bodies were found with no explanation, no signs of struggle or foul play. D. They were transferred to a different department. E. They were replaced by new employees. The answer is C. Their their bodies were found with no explanation, no signs of struggle or foul play. Question 3. What concept did the novel explore using the event of ARPANET being split? A. Isolation and disconnection. B. Unity and integration. C. Communication and collaboration. D. Conflict and negotiation. E. Empathy and understanding. The answer is A. Isolation and disconnection. Question 4. Who was one of the characters in the dialogue discussing the novel? A. Billy Carey Matt Lewin. B. Sean Mary David Emma. C. Tom Sarah Michael Olivia. The answer is A. Billy Carey Matt Lewin. Question 5. What did Billy say about the novel? A. It was too long and boring. B. It was too short and disappointing. C. I love how it explored the consequences of that event on the networks and people. D. I didn't understand the plot at all. E. I was expecting a different genre. The answer is C. I love how it explored the consequences of that event on the networks and people. That's it for today's quiz. How many did you answer correctly? Thanks for tuning in to my channel today. I hope you enjoyed the stories and conversations and found the quiz challenging yet fun. Don't forget to subscribe or follow us for more daily English learning content. Until next time, keep practicing your English and have a wonderful day.